Hello and welcome back to Astutis TV. I am your host Toby Howell, and this time around I'll be taking you through the new features of our online general certificate offering. This includes our brand new exclusive Astutis features. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So let me get to the question you probably are all asking. How is this version of the general certificate any different? Well, to put it simply, we have not altered any of the learning materials. So involved in this refurbishment is our version of the online general certificate. That applies to the national and international versions of that qualification. What we've done is we've completely upgraded and enhanced the appearance and feel of our course, making it much more learner-centric and maximising your chances of success. Now we're going to quickly go through each innovation as it comes. So innovation number one is quite simply eliminating information overload. Now when I say information overload, we've all been there. There's always been a situation where we've been confronted by lots and lots of text, and in the case of education, we would have had to have memorized that and then recite it in an exam or an assessment format. And that can be really hard. That can be extremely daunting and tiresome and lead to an unsuccessful attempt at an exam. So what our learning design team have done, they've spent a lot of hours going through the course underneath the hood to eliminate, where possible, information overload by integrating a wealth of multimedia rich content, videos, animations designed to keep you engaged and to give you a more stimulating experience than just reading heaps and heaps of text. Innovation number two is the integration of learner theory. Now, what is learner theory? Learner theory, in our belief, is the research that goes into what makes successful learning. And our learning design team and everyone at Astutis do an awful lot of research about what it means to be a successful learner and how to provide successful training. We regularly, constantly monitor our courses and to enhance where possible and make it easier for learners to maximize your success. So in this case, with the online general certificate, we've made a number of modifications with integrated learner theory to help maximize learner success. Let's go through each of these modifications very quickly. So as part of the learner theory integration into the online general certificate, let's take a look at a more refined example, the Learning to Learn module. Now this is a really exciting Astutis exclusive feature that takes place at the start of the course. And what it does is it kind of allows the learner to kind of portion off parts of the course, but then to not forget the fact that you will have to recite the majority of this information in your exams and to put it forth in a risk assessment later on. So it's very, very important for the learner to experience this. Most learners that we discuss the learner theory with take us through the idea that actually they're going through the course learning, but they're neglecting the idea that they will eventually have to sit that exam or sit the assessment and recite and repurpose this information in their own words. This part of the course helps to integrate elements into the learner of eventual revision techniques. We introduce mind mapping exercises, categorization elements that will help make the experience a lot more easy for the learner when the exam season comes. Next up is risk assessment practice. Be under no illusions, one of the biggest reasons why learners take the general certificate in their advancement of the health and safety ladder is to be able to professionally complete risk assessments. They are so important in the workplace for being able to monitor risk and to prevent injuries and accidents. So as part of the course, being able to come out of it knowing you can definitely complete one to professional standard is so important. It is our job as the training provider to ensure that when you have that eventual risk assessment at the end of Unit 2, you are prepared. So at the end of each Unit 2 module, you, the learner, will be confronted with a practice risk assessment. You'll be also confronted with a situation with risk and hazards present, and these will be at the end of each unit, at the end of each module of Unit 2. And these will not be graded, they will not contribute to your final mark. Instead, they are designed to get you primed for your eventual risk assessment that you'll be taking later down the line. So for an example, if you've just completed the first module of Unit 2, which is physical and psychological health, you can expect that that situation will be surrounding that area. At the end of the course, you will have done a practice risk assessment for each 20 risk categories, giving you, the learner, the best platform for success. Next up is the wealth of multimedia rich content. Now, I know I'm not alone when I say that sometimes I like to break away from the text and maybe be washed away with a nice video to help visualize the learning that I am trying to memorize. Now, a significant effort has been made to incorporate more engaging ways of learning for this online general certificate offering. Now, a large part of that is through the new key concept videos that act as a visual summary of the key elements in each module. Now, we do not suggest that learners just watch these videos and then basically prepare for their exams that way. That will not lead to success. These are designed to offer a more textless alternative to the course. They only offer brief summaries of the key concepts. However, we believe that they can benefit learners as they provide a more well-rounded learning experience. Having an alternative to the text can sometimes prove quite a nice respite from the traditional learning experience. And there you have it. Thank you very much for watching this very quick run through of the new features for the new online general certificate offering from Astutis. However, there's a lot more information regarding this new course. You can read a new blog, which will be in the description now, and that will detail an awful lot more detail regarding the course, the new changes, why we did them, and why they're more positive for you. We're also publishing out a new podcast with one member of our learning design team to discuss, to really investigate why and how the decisions they made have made your experience with us easier. You can also find out more information about the course on our website, www.astutis.com, and of course you can follow us on all social media platforms. Just type in Astutis and we will be there. Alternatively, if you have a comment or even if you have a question, please leave it in the comment section below and we will get back to you as soon as we can. So without further ado, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, stay safe.